For the first time since, let's say, 2021, NR Night in America is racing a week after the NWP 400. Welcome to Darlington, South Carolina. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR, as 40 drivers get ready to try to tame this mile and a third track with the excitement of what is ahead. 4 races guaranteed. We are ready to see who has got what. Chad Thurnquist, Cody Meadows, and others are heading onto the racetrack for single car qualifying. We want to say thank you to everyone tuning on in at this last second call. So let's go ahead and give an update on what's been going on. Friday, I was in Birch Run, or should I say even Thursday night, in Birch Run for the Jack Series All-Stars Tour event, the Dixie 100. The race ended at 10 o'clock local time. That was East Coast. And I had to drive from the east side of Michigan all the way through Indiana to Illinois, through Chicago, and arrived at Milwaukee around the 3 a.m. hour. Then had to wake up because it was practice and qualifying for the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series and the ARCA Menard Series, and it was a blast. From there, Saturday turned to Sunday, where the pre-race festivities started at 9 o'clock, went all the way to about the 6 p.m. hour. Got in the car, drove home, arrived home for the second time at 3 o'clock in the morning, just within the weekend itself. Come Monday, it was supposed to be the rest day, Monday and Tuesday, because for the ones that don't know, I am heading to get this Winchester this weekend for another doubleheader weekend of racing, the World Stock Car Festival Saturday and Sunday. And from what I have gathered, from what I have seen, it looks like it is going to be a lot of fun. But at the same time, it has been shown that it is going to put a toll on myself getting things done. So, woke up this afternoon, realized, you know, there's enough energy to do an NR Night in America. Let's do it. Unfortunately, no marketing before we went streaming today, but already over 100 have filed on in. The live chat is beautiful. It's rolling, and they're getting ready to watch some great racing. The greatest racing you'll find on iRacing. From sim to reality, it's every single weekend, and it's always a lot of fun. 40 drivers, they entered quickly, and I mean very, very quickly. And oh boy, are they ready to go racing, because this is not just one race on the night, it's one of 4 that are guaranteed. We go Gen-6 racing at iRacing Super Speedway, Xfinity Series racing at Las Vegas, and then bring the super late models to South Boston. 4 races guaranteed. We will have a 5th race if we see the big 300 likes, which we already are closing in on, before we even see the green flag in round number 1. This is a 60-lap race, no breaks, no stages. We drop the green flag to start the event. The only reason we should see any stoppage is if there's an incident on track, which means the next flag should automatically be the checkered, no matter how things go. It's daytime in Darlington, and you can see on the right side of your screen, humidity 46%, wind at a 1 mile per hour radius, track temperature 95 degrees, with the race, or should we say the atmosphere, at an 84. It is late afternoon. It will be changing throughout the course of the day. Carlos Ortiz, Peter Serrano, Dayton Brummett, they're all in here. Josh Kenyon, who raced in the NWP 400, is alongside and ready to put his way towards the top of the board. 40 drivers have entered 40 will race. We expect big things out of the likes of Kevin Champagne, James Thurston, River Page, and already you look at the big 4 and you say 2 of them did not make the show in the last e-ticket event. A lot to prove before the next time we go e-ticket racing. Chase Schaefer, James Thurston, the PTSRI guys, missed it through the duels. Kevin Champagne and River Page, they went green flag action last Tuesday. It was a lot of fun, and we're very grateful for the support that has been given for that e-ticket event. 1,100 concurrent viewers tuned in. We're enjoying everything that was to offer. Let's get ready to go green, as we are less than 40 seconds till rolling off the grid. Excited to get everything rolling, excited to get everything started. We are ready to go green at flag racing. Peter Serrano, Joey Beck, Carlos Ortiz, All lined in. Bryce Benton, Chase Crawl. Crawl there on the 23 machine. Michael Mitchum. And your field of 40 has been set. Bill Grid-Up, and that question comes to you. Who do you think is going to win? Is it going to be a big-time win at a Chase Schaefer? Does Kevin Champagne continue his amazing run this year in NR Night in America? Or does something else change? Does something go for a loop? Chad Thurnquist, Frank Corley, River Page, Dean Brummy. You got Michael Mitchum, Aiden Walker, all lined in and ready for some more action. This is NR Night in America. I am John Ramos, the voice of NR. So glad to have you all with us. We've been doing this for 3+ years. If you're new to NR, just within the last couple of months or so, I got my in-person broadcasting start through what I did on the simulator. So, when the time came to continue to do the in-person, and it became an every single week thing, going to a new racetrack every weekend, whether that is Winchester, Milwaukee, Birch Run, Nashville, Cornell, just to definitely name a few. Didn't want to give the iRacing stuff up because it's always a lot of fun. And this is actually where I practice, because come Winchester, it's going to be very, very excited, from the super late models to the sportsmen to the street stocks, everything in between. But today we got 60 laps of action. That means 60 laps of thunder for everyone ready to go racing from Darlington Raceway. Matter of fact, I think the last time we raced the NWP 400, Darlington opened the Extreme. Matter of fact, I believe it opened the last two, from the 2022 NWP 400 to the one in 23, and most definitely the one that we had this year. So keep an eye on it. The continuous tradition plays a big factor. Come Atlanta next week, we will be racing at Atlanta and at our Night in America. That will be a part of the Tuesday night festivities. Let's get ready to go green. We'll see the green flag this time by. God speed drivers. You are go for throttle up. Glad to see Chase Schaefer back with us. Kevin Champagne, James Thurston. If you're wondering why the numbers are different on the left side of the screen compared to the actual car numbers, well, that's because those drivers have not updated their iRacing number to get that consistent look. It always comes down to the drivers when we have the SIP stamp numbers on the left side of our screen. Time to go green. Every time we come to Darlington Raceway, it's exciting. The track held one e-ticket event back in October of 2022 with this car track combo. It was electric. Anthony Burrows got his big time win. And now we wonder, after 60 laps, who will see the checkered flag first. Let's start it off. The first round of 4 tonight as we light the fuse from Darlington, South Carolina. Schaefer loose to the middle of 1 and 2. Kevin Champagne thunders to the outside to take the race lead. And he just waited for the mistake out of the Fords behind him. Ford frenzy from first, second, third, fourth, make it the entire top 5. Schaefer will not get back to the quarter panel to 94. Kevin Champagne leads lap 1. Michael Mitchum with James Thurston. Thurston tries to save it. Does so, but lost a lot of time off turn 2. Frank Horley in the middle. Slides up into the 00. Another one. Losing the rear end. 3 wide action. That's off turn 4. Matt Crab, trouble. James Bomar, Kenny Real, Peter Serrano go up in smoke in the high banks of 1 and 2. The caution will wave for the first time. And did not take long. There's the Cody Meadows machine. Mancini, Josh Kenyon may have gotten a piece of it in the 27. Carlos Ortiz, no, not seeing really anything out of him. But we saw Solomon get a tag of it. Joey Beck for sure. There's the Kenny Reel machine. Caution is out for the first time. Let's take a look. Now you can see Balderas really have contact before we even saw what happened behind. See Kenny Reel in the 88. You see the 4. That's the 89. Herbert Solomon pretty late into it. See Jason Tamer. I'm not seeing any damage out of the Mountain Dew Toyota. But we want to really take a look at what happened with Alexander Balderas, because Balderas was the first one to really have something go amiss. And took things for a loop. Let's take a look. There's the 99. Watch here. That 24, it's Joey Beck. I mean, you see the hands of the wheel jot back down. And the only defense I will give to the 95 is... oh, no, I think he just had payback. And there's Joey Beck, not happy with Alexander Balderas. At the same time, I want to say rightfully so. You have to realize that things did not go the way some wanted, definitely off the exit of the front straightaway, and Joey Beck really believes that Balderas is in the wrong, and I don't think this is done. Mitchum, Sanders. All coming together. We will have a restart. So Kevin Champagne's your race leader. Chase Schaefer, River Page, Michael Mitchum, James Thurston, Brummett, Thornquist, Walker, Horley will line back up, and we will have another, or should we say our first restart of the night. And it's going to be interesting to see exactly what happens from here on out. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to blame it on Alexander Balderas, mainly because you saw him turn down the racetrack. It was very clear. And I know this isn't the Gen 6 with the big spoiler and the lower horsepower. This isn't 550 with the 6, 7, 8-inch spoiler. This is the 750 package with a smaller blade, and you know, they're gonna swipe, they're gonna slide around a lot more. The temperatures are hot. You saw the track conditions on this worn surface. It's gonna make a difference, and the shadows of the track will at some point get long. And that's mainly because the sun is currently setting within the system. But for Alexander Balderas, it will be an end to his first race as we come around to get the one to go. So lights off this time by Ford on Ford. It's really been the Ford frenzy up front. We saw a couple Chevrolets possibly peaking to make some type of move, but there wasn't enough that really got you off your feet. If you're going to go to victory lane, you may have to find your way around the blue ovals. Jay Schaefer will line back up with Kevin Champagne. It's the one to go. River Page has won multiple races this year in NASCAR Night in America. He lines up with James Thurston there in the 4. The 4 Ford stuck right behind him. Pace car jumps back down on pit road. Champagne, the veteran. Schaefer, the young driver out of Michigan. 53 laps to go from Darlington. Page up the track. Trouble, spin, deep in the field, James Bomar will slam the inside barrier, but way towards the back half of the field, we stay green. Schaefer closes the gap to Kevin Champagne. Not enough to get a run on him. Champagne in defense. Schaefer to the inside. Runs him up and into the outside wall. Here comes River Page for second. And if you know the Champagne family, they don't put up with that too easily. Top three drivers are all in the same VC with each other, and Champagne goes from first back to fifth. Here comes Schaefer ripping top. First into the bottom. 3 wide for the race lead. I'm telling you, if Kevin gets back to him, he's going to make it pay. Thurston loose off exit. Page will lead that lap. 50 to go. Ford. Top 4, top 5. Thornquist, Brummett, Frank Horley up to 8th. And the arguing for positions continue well throughout the middle of the field. But it's the race up front you want to keep an eye on. Here's Michael Mitchum. Mitchum in the second position has made up already a great deal of spots. Make it 4. And you say, oh, that's not a lot. Well, this isn't Daytona, this isn't Talladega, this is Darlington. And the racing surface is very tight, very narrow. You can see him looking back to the outside. He wants to get the run on River Page. Page the late lunge. That's the thing about the 24, 1 and 2. He's way better than he is in 3 and 4. That's mainly because here at Darlington, every inch of the racing surface is different. The egg shaped racetrack, and it's mainly that way because of the large pond located on the outside of turns 3 and 4, which used to actually be the old turns 1 and 2. And you can see River Page struggling ever so slightly on that end of the speedway, where it's wide and it's arcing. The 24 net gains on speed, where Mitchum has a better closing rate on the other end of the speedway, but he's going to best River Page down the back. Mitchum to the lead. Page in the fence. Won't get to him. Michael Mitchum, new race leader with 46 to go. You see Rivers stalking him, trying to find a different move. And you can just see how they both exit down on turn 2. Mitchum is just such a smooth running racer. He's not overdriving the corner while Page is forcing his car to try to make speed up. Here's Chad Thornquist, and there's Kevin Champagne. Champagne P5 has already led a couple laps today, but not as many as he'd like. He's led half of them. But he knows if he didn't have the mistake there with Chase Schaefer, he would not be in the position he currently is in. Matter of fact, Schaefer has dropped back because he got into the outside wall at one point. Let's see here. Looking for the replay. He gets in the fence once, twice, 3 times. And then just got stuck on the outside wall. So he'll put his Xfinity Ford somewhat behind the wall as River Page will like to fight back for the top spot that he once had. Michael Mitchum, because what we believe the 5th different leader in just the first 15, 16, 17 or so laps here at Darlington Raceway. You're watching NR Night in America. I'm John Ramos. I want to say happy and thankful for you all tuning on in. We have 4 races guaranteed here tonight. We will get 5 if we hit 300 likes. But thank you for tuning in to this late outing. It's not guaranteed that we were going to be racing tonight, but around the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock hour, it became very apparent that it was possible to go streaming. And oh boy, were we excited we were, because the racing's been exciting. We've mostly been watching what's been going on up inside the top 5, but when you look back to 7th and you look back to 8th, Dean Brumman and Aiden Walker are quickly arriving on the scene. Behind him, Jason Tamer, Marty Shamela, they're looking for action. Lane Sanders, Yahir Rodriguez. It's all in front of Matt Grab. I think Lane just got bested by Yahir Rodriguez. Will now lose a spot to Matt Grab. Grab easily will run to the inside and says, thank you very much. Grab goes up a spot. Remember, Peter Serrano was involved in an earlier incident. And we've mainly been having issues. Oh, actually, he may have just completely lagged out. So we'll keep an update on the Serrano machine. Here's Jackson Buys. A lot of drivers towards the back half of the field have already fallen into multiple issues with 40 laps remaining. Here's Frank Orley. Riding with Chad Thurnquist, Aiden Walker. And you can see Aiden's kind of just stuck. There's not a lot of places to go. The line that he is the best at running just happens to be in the tire tracks of the 22 of Frank Orley. Chad Thurnquist still has the Horley machine on him. James Thurston, Kevin Champagne, that's 3rd and 4th. River Page has stopped the bleeding for the most part. Hasn't been able to close in the way he was earlier. Now he gets to the rear end. Inside peak of Michael Mitchum. Mitchum thunders across the outside. Holds on to the speedway, holds on to the position. Top 4, single file out. Less than half a car length between all of them. 5th, 6th, 7th. Same parade, just about 6, 7 car lengths behind them. Champagne inside of Thurston to take the 3rd spot. There's no point for James to even contest that. With how quick Kevin Champagne has been, he's been dropping the quickest lap times. Matter of fact, he has the quickest lap time of 30:8:07. Orley, Aiden Walker, and there's Dean Brumman on the inside. Brumman tiptoeing with Walker. Chad Thurnquist has a new competitor on hand, the 93. Kevin Champagne 3rd has closed within a 1/10 and a half of the top 2 as River Page continues to try to navigate the Michael Mitchum machine. Gets in the wall of 3 and 4. We saw Kevin had to lay off the throttle, and that was to keep from running into the 24. Page is there. The thing is, he knows he's quicker then the machines ahead of him. Horley in the outside wall. We've had a lot of issues, incidents towards the back half of the field, but it has stayed away from the racing up front. Mitchum on the top shelf. Page on the bottom. And the way Michael Mitchum got around River Page is he pointed his car a little bit higher than Page through 1 and 2, carried enough momentum to make the move work down the backstretch. And by the time they went into the braking zone at turn 3, Mitchum just laid on late and said, I'll take the spot. But the rear end on the nose of Page, and Page may try that same move. Good evening and welcome to everyone that's hanging out with us. This is NR Night in America. What a race we have up front. Top four separated by half a second as Page continues to fight that machine of Michael Mitchum. Kevin Champagne. Lane Sanders right behind him. That's on fresh tires, fresh rubber. Puts the machine to the inside, and this is the difference between, what should we say, 15, 18, nearly 20-year-old tires versus fresh Goodyear rubber. Oh, Page went down to the apron to make sure the Lane Sanders 01 couldn't find a way through. Now Lane looks low. What Page doesn't want to do is lose what is part of the draft between him and Mitchum. He's hoping Lane catches Mitchum off corner exit, which he will, but the problem with Sanders is he keeps making the mistake off exit. Frank Corley in fifth, fighting a loose race car. Michael Mitchum will have 30 laps to go this time by. See if he can hold on to the River Page machine. Here's Kevin Champagne, peeking to the bottom. James Thurston. And still in fourth, and I'm surprised Thurston has not backed off. I think the reason why he's been able to stay as consistent in the top two, top three is because he let Kevin Champagne go, and he realized, okay, this driver is just way quicker than I am. There is no point in fighting him, tearing up our tires when I know if he has to go out there and fight River Page and then fight Michael Mitchum, his tires will bleed a lot more than mine. So let's just play the long game, and that's where Thurston is able to just set the hook and then just add a little bit of drag. Watch what Champagne's doing, watch what River Page is doing, and hopefully have the fresh rubber for the finish. The thing about Page is he's fighting completely different than the way Thurston did. He was trying to make sure Kevin Champagne is not allowed to go around, mainly because he believes Kevin Champagne could be quicker than Michael Mitchum. The stats are showing right now that he very much is. I think Mitchum is very, very happy that there has not been a move or a lunge by Champagne to find a way around the River Page machine. Here's Chad Thornquist. Here's Aidan Walker. There's Josh Kenyon. A lot of machines back onto the racing surface, but a lot of machines very wounded. Schaefer inside of Champagne. Sneaks through them both. Michael Mitchum has been able to pull away. Page loose off exit, and here comes Champagne. Looking top end of the speedway. Thurston sitting in the fourth spot. Not able to sneak through. I think Page has got to allow Kevin to go because at some point the 24 will be moved and Kevin Champagne will take the second position at Darlington. Champagne has to make up 8 tenths in the next 25, near 24 laps. Here comes James Thurston. Thurston inside of River Page. See him just ever so slightly running up the racetrack. Topside. Holds on with the lap machine at bay. And James knows that he's got a fast race car. What can he do to be there at the end? As Kevin Champagne starts inching closer and closer to the Michael Mitchell Ford. 23 to go. You're watching this race from Darlington, South Carolina. Hi, I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR. You're watching NR Night in America, live on the IDK Player YouTube channel. River Page yields James Thurston to P3. And it's just a chess match, and that's what I love about the Darlington Raceway. This is why it used to consistently be on every single schedule, almost every single night. You have to fight the racetrack, then you got to fight the car, then you got to fight the other drivers, and it's a chess match. You don't want to lose your pawns too early, and last thing you know, you really are at risk of losing what's left on the desk, on the table. And in this case, it comes down to tire wear. Michael Mitchell, toe-to-toe, has really conserved the tires better than that of Kevin Champagne, but Champagne is better on both ends of the speedway as of this moment. So he will catch Michael Mitchell, there's no doubt about it. Passing Michael Mitchell. That's what adds to the creativity. And can he do it with how the defense will come around for the driver of the 38? Now back to James Thurston. He is 8/10 back to Michael Mitchell. If Champagne closes in and can't find a way around the 38, James Thurston naturally will close in lap after lap just because Kevin Champagne can't find a way through. And then you got to start thinking, how long does Mitchell hold on to Kevin Champagne before Champagne gets annoyed, before he says enough's enough, another competitor's on the way and gives the old bumper to him. Well, that was going on. Here's Chad Thurquist still with company. That's of Aiden Walker. The ones that are wondering why we're not Next-Gen Racing, well, we just know that the Gen-6 here at Darlington puts on such a great product, including in the daytime, and we said, you know what, let's spice things up a little bit. Gen-6 racing has always been exciting in NR Night in America. Let's give it another whirl. And you're starting to see, actually, lap for lap, James Thurston is quickly closing in on the Michael Mitchell machine. And almost around the same time as Kevin Champagne. I still think if you put him on a one-on-one scenario, you take Michael Mitchell out of the equation, Kevin Champagne runs away with the win. But because of what happened earlier in the race between Champagne and Chase Schaefer, you wonder what damage is done on the right side of the McDonald's Ford. And James Thurston allowing Kevin Champagne by while Champagne had to bleed the tires just to catch up and make his way around the machine of River Page. You start thinking to yourself, anyone could win this race. Of the big three Fords running up front. And it is pretty interesting how it goes. Ford. Chad Thurquist now puts a Chevrolet inside the Fast Four. But then the Chevy, because Frank Corley, I believe River Page have dropped back dramatically, and River Page is on pit road, left side tires going up. This race isn't over. Now for the ones that are wanting to keep up with my in-person broadcast, the next weekend of racing for me, Saturday and Sunday at Winchester Speedway, live on Racing America, the World Stock Car Festival. I will be calling everything for our Champion Racing Association, so do keep that in mind. The weekend of racing still continues, and if you want to go ahead and keep up with what I'm doing, live on Racing America and Track TV. Just last weekend, I was at Bertrand, Friday night. That was live on Racing America for the Jeg Series All-Stars Tour. What a race. A little bit of drama, a lot of action. Speaking of, battle for the lead. Champagne couldn't get it to stick on the inside. The contest for the lead, now to defend for second. And then from Bertrand, Michigan, work to Milwaukee. for Saturday practice and qualifying and Sunday racing. It was a whole lot of fun, but here we are on a Tuesday. And one thing just never changes. Every time, whether it's in the sim world or the real world, the great racing doesn't seem to stop. But for the Ford camp, it's exciting because they still have 3 lined up in podium positions. Will be just 13 laps to go. Schaefer inside of Kevin Champagne, got him loose off exit. Grabs one. Oh, had to lay out the throttle, but will slow the Michael Mitchell machine down. The 2 drivers to the inside at one point were racing for the lead, racing with an opportunity to go to victory lane. And they will quickly get past. That's 1. And that may be 2. River Page to the bottom. No, not able to get past just yet. Now he does. So Mitchum had to worry about the icing and the icing, and now everyone's struggling with the lap traffic. The battle for second. Thurston was patient, and he may capitalize on what could be a wounded Kevin Champagne. Wanted to get him on that end of the speedway. Michael Mitchum will hold on with 11 laps to go. Kevin's hoping for no more lap traffic. I mean, that's what he's looking at. He hopes Peter Serrano and all the drivers that believe that maybe Riker Byram to stay behind, stay out of the way. As he knows he has a shot at getting to Mitchum. Looks to be there. Serrano sneaks through. To the wayside of Michael Mitchum. Peter Serrano blinks into the outside wall. 9 to go. And you see a little bit of damage on the right side of the 38. And lap traffic needs to stay away from the leaders. Let them run it out. Mitchum up the track. Champagne in second. James Thurston in third. See them looking. See them peeking. Champagne wanted it again. Not able to capitalize. 8 to go. It's going to be tough to see what the outcome is going to be. Because that's enough time for not just Champagne to make a move, but even James Thurston. And Michael Mitchum has been staring in his mirror what feels like the last 15 or so laps. And he may have to start looking again. Trouble! What a save by Michael Mitchum! Hand over fist to keep it pointed straight. That was off the nose of Kevin Champagne. Mitchum on the wall. I think that cooked the right side tires. He was spinning the rear end. Just trying to keep it forward. And now with 6 laps to go, he still has 2 Fords hunting him down. Spin for machines to the inside out of harm's way. Mitchum, Champagne, and Thurston. 5 to go. Champagne again. stalks to the bottom. Puts the chips in the middle to 3 and 4. Mitchum in the fence. Champagne to the lead. James Thurston should easily get around. 4 to go from Darlington. Thurston to second. Mitchum to third. I think Kevin was tired of playing games. And now what do you do if you're James Thurston? Can you catch the McDonald's Ford? Three to go. Two tenths back. He is far enough, or should we say close enough for a lunge. On that end of the speedway, James Thurston was quicker. On this end of the speedway, Champagne is quicker. Champagne runs wide to try to get an arc off corner exit. He'll do so. 2 to go. If you're 3 tenths back, you are in the zone of going all in. 1.6, 1.5 the difference. Lap traffic. Pulls to the wayside. This is going to be the finish of round 1 on this Tuesday night edition of NR Night in America. Santa Monica, 1 to go from Darlington. Tires worn out, drivers worn out. James Thurston will have one shot of getting to the 94. Last drive, 3 and 4. Runs to the outside. Champagne will not take the bait and go to victory lane in South Carolina. Kevin Champagne victorious from Darlington. There's a smart move by James. Saw what was going on, wrecking past the start finish. Walker, Thornquist, as Kevin Champagne will win the opening race. How about it? And I loved what I saw at Thursday. Went to the outside trying to bait him to overdrive the corner. Kevin Champagne was 1 step ahead. NR Night in America, feeling victories all year long. That's how we started Tuesday night. Race 2, let's go super speedway racing. NR Night in America, feeling victories all year long. Want to say thank you to everybody that's tuned on in. We'll park it just in front of the start finish. Watch back just once more. This is the final lap. Champagne, James Thurston. You see Thurston just tailing it back to 1 and 2. Lap traffic gets out of the way. This is the last shot to make something work. What does he do? He jumps to the outside like he is going to try to get the runoff corner exit. He wanted Champagne to go top. Champagne did not, was far enough forward. And Kevin Champagne will win the first round as we head to round number 2. Unfortunately, we'll not be able to get into a call with Kevin Champagne because, as you all know, he is the unspoken hero, the one with very little words. And we're very happy to have him here, continuing to show why he is one of the best in NR Night in America. Let's get ready to dial it on up. You know what? Let's talk to the driver who finished P2 in this race, James Thurston. James, this is John. You got a copy?
Hey, John.
Well, you're close, but we're very happy how the race went when it came down to a respect side between all those Fords. One big move for the Fords, staying up front, holding on. I haven't seen a Ford domination like that in what felt like years. But you could have gone in there and shoved them around, but you didn't. How'd you feel about it?
I feel good about it. I didn't want to, be Austin Dillon right there and kill him. But I don't really know if I could have. I mean, I definitely could have here, but it would have been really messy. Just, I got the run I needed down the front coming to the white, and then just off turn 2, you can't build a run when you're behind a car. He got a really good exit, and I did not. And the only hope I had was that I would somehow find grip on the top in the final corner, and I didn't. I found the wall.
Well, we're very happy you didn't just throw it on in there and make it look like a circus, because you could have done that, and it would have pissed off a lot of people. Yeah,
I'm trying to race like that more. I don't want to be the guy that throws it in there every single time he gets. Not every race has to have a last lap send that kills 2 people. But yeah, it was a good race there. It was a lot of fun. The fall off that you have here with this car is so much fun.
It was. It was very apparent from the beginning that very few knew how to handle it, which made it an exciting race.
Yeah, I think that it looked like I was just slow there at the start, and all I was really doing was just letting the guys in front of me burn their stuff up, which they very much did. And then there, I let Kevin by because I knew he was really quick and he was really good at saving, and I knew he'd kind of make the passes for me, and I'd follow him through. And that worked up until the final pass when he passed Mitchum. I thought they'd race a little bit more, and I'd have a better shot at passing them both in one shot. And when he just went in there and put Mitchum in the wall there and sorted that out in one corner, that really hurt my plans a lot, and I had to burn it down in the front straight away, lit the tires up just getting by Mitchum just to make sure I did that, and gave myself a decent shot, just not good enough.
All right, well, we're going super speedway racing. Did you go to Daytona for Coke Zero?
We couldn't do it this year. Just it did not fit into the plans, but next year we're planning on it.
Same with me. It's so weird watching Daytona. It sounds so bad to say, but it was. Being from Florida, Daytona is part of usually the ticket, unless you do IMSA, or I'm guessing going to more IMSA races.
Yeah, we'll probably do the 24. I'm thinking about the 500 if I can make that work, but yeah, it feels really weird watching a race at a track that is only an hour away from you. It's so weird, but yeah, just happy to get it done here for Power Smashing 50 Speed Motorsports in second, not first, but it's a decent finish with this.
Well, what was the issues?
Scheme.
I want to point that out because we saw Kevin Champagne going at it a little bit. I believe with Chase Schaefer. Was there any issues, or was it just a mistake and both drivers let it go behind?
I think both drivers just let it go. I don't know. I think Chase just wasn't really on it. He made some mistakes early, and I don't even know what was happening with them at the start. I'm just happy it didn't take me out. But yeah, my race went pretty good. Just yeah, there was something else I was gonna say, but I forgot about it already.
Well, guess what? We're already going to the next round, so it's gonna be exciting. How many laps should we do?
I don't know. What you thinking?
I'm thinking 35. Because you never know how things are gonna go at that track.
Yeah, it's an interesting track to choose for sure.
You know what? Let's do that. 35 laps. Let's rock and roll. Good luck, James Thurston. We'll see if you can get a second win, or should we say a win on the night. The driver, the number 4. We're going to continue to look and talk to other drivers. Session is up. Password is IDK. That is for everyone that is hanging out with us, wondering what's going on. Let's talk to the Michael Mitchum machine after Michael Mitchum had a shot at winning that race. Mikey, it's a John. What do you got?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't expect that from Kevin. I just got walled. That was unfortunate. But
You guys had to deal with lap traffic, too. Did that play a role in possibly his desperation move?
yeah, I fell off. It was so tight, man. I don't know why I said it was fun. It wasn't. That was awful, dude. It just didn't drive.
You can tell. I want to point something out. This is the new generation of NR drivers. The old generation that still sticks around with us. There's 2 generations. The ones that came pre-2022 and post-2022. And actually, I should even say post-2023. The ones that love the next gen aren't a fan of the tire fall off. The ones that came before the next gen love the tire fall off. you're one of the drivers that did not enjoy the fall off, I'm guessing.
Well, I mean, the car's been changed, and I don't know very many people like now that still like the Gen 6 at most tracks. Like, it's not the worst car, but it's certainly not the best. It's just not a very good time, in my opinion. But I mean, overall, it was a pretty decent race. I was hoping to race Kevin a little bit more there, but it was just he was desperate. It was a move.
It was a move.
It was
Very clearly that it was a move, but at the end of the day, you know, you got another race going on. You have 4 of these guaranteed tonight. If we get 300 likes, we will see a round number 5. As a matter of fact, we might as well even try to get a round 6. Who knows? Depending on if this voice stays intact. It was a late opportunity to come streaming. When did you realize, heck yeah, this is a possibility?
Like when did I decide that I was gonna run it?
Yeah.
I mean, I love Darlington. Like I said, it wasn't a bad race. It was just the fall off was way more than I expected. But I really enjoyed Darlington. I've liked it in officials this week in the 2 races that I've ran. So I was excited going in here.
Oh heck yeah! We're getting ready to rock and roll. Get ready to go racing once again. iRacing Super Speedway. We have obviously the different package with this Gen 6, a back-to-back Gen 6 night. Wicker Bill on the top of the giant spoiler. It has made for interesting racing before. We've seen a near caution-free race with it. Do we get that tonight?
Oh.
And we didn't get an answer. I'm not sure. Oh, I thought we lost you for a moment.
Oh, I said no. It might have cut out. I don't think so, though.
Oh. Well, you just never know what things may come up as we get ready to try it again. Race 2. What race were you looking forward to the most tonight?
Let me look back. Xfinity Las Vegas sounds fun.
Yes, that is next. Xfinity Las Vegas.
I am excited for that. I think super late model. Dude, Sobo, I just read that. Sobo, that's going to be fun. That's gonna
Every
be
time we
nice.
go South Boston racing with the super lates and the exciting, so.
Yeah, that'll be
Well, here's the good news. We are advancing the session. We're already trackside. Paint schemes have loaded on, and we're ready to go green. Good luck.
Thank you.
That would be Michael Mitchum, ladies and gentlemen. We'll continue to talk to more drivers as we close in on time for qualifying. And since it is a super speedway, we may as well go out there and speak with someone that understands the super speedways. That would be Frank Corley. Frank, this is John. You got a copy? And we will try one more time. Frank Corley, so John, you got a copy? Oh, we got him. It's just very, very loud in the session. Frank, how you doing?
Not very good after that Darlington race. That was miserable.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Didn't expect the tire wear or the tire fall to be like that.
I listened to Mitchum's interview. I mean, it was just nasty, bro. I was fast, but like, you know, I got so loose in the exit before I overcorrected. Got me ball, and there was no admin to clear it, so I just parked it. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind like the looseness in the corner. Like, I don't mind that, but once you're getting loose on the straightaways, that's when it gets a little overboard. And that's what was happening there late on, especially. You saw it with Mitchum. You saw how sideways he was getting with battling with Kevin. And yeah, I think that's a little much.
Well, if it was a night race, do you think you would have had a better opportunity at winning?
I think it would have been better, yeah, because we got cooler track temps. If that's the case. The temps are pretty low, to be fair. I don't know how much lower you can get, but it was, you know, it is what it is. This is my bread and butter right here, so we're gonna do better here.
Super Speedway racing. But you always talk about trying to get a win on a non-Super Speedway.
Yeah, I'm gonna win Xfinity Vegas.
And you know what? That's probably your best intermediate. I'm going to be honest. You took the words just right out of my mouth. There's something about that track that gets you all excited, that gets you moving. What is it about Xfinity Vegas or just Vegas in general that makes it a good race?
I didn't get 6,000 iRating without, you know, running up front, right? I've been doing a lot of official races at intermediates, such as Vegas. And, you know, I get better, and I feel like Xfinity cars is my best car, and I feel like I can run well there.
Well, only time will tell to see if you can go ahead and do that. Now, you know a lot of big names are coming in. A couple people DM me saying that if they're going to run tonight, that was going to be the race they were getting ready for.
I'm sure Joe Armstrong's going to make his one-off start for that race. I'm sure we're going to have, I don't know, Anthony Burrows will probably got his way in there. I'm sure we're going to get the sweat.
Where's Carlos Truther?
He is moving out of his apartment. Yeah, so he's off
What happened with him?
A while. I don't know. I just know he's moving, and he's going to be off iRacing for quite a bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
How
This is probably
about
gonna be
that?
my last one for a while. After back to college next week.
That is true. It is
so
fall. Things do change. And you do have people obviously coming in for their one-offs. And then the mass influx. Everyone comes back in late November and into December, and they stay all the way through the time for the NWP 400. So we're glad to have you here. We're hopeful that you'll have one fun night before the checkered flag waves on the evening.
Yeah, I'm about to qualify right now. I'm going to put this thing on pole. Watch.
Well, I mean, you guys are bumping speeds of 230 miles per hour.
I'm at 232 as I hit the start-finish line.
There you are on that 22 machine.
Yeah, I'm going into turn 1 here. Hold on, I got to focus.
Is this well, I wouldn't say the most dangerous. That's obvious. That is the most dangerous track on iRacing that we go to, probably next to Monza, just because of the sheer speeds. But can you translate anything from here and take it to a Daytona or Talladega?
Very much, yeah. I mean, it's drafting. It's the same type of package, right? This is just about 40 miles an hour faster. You know, it's the same type of racing, and it's also like 5 lanes wider. All right, hold on. Let's see. This is either going to be a really good lap, or it's going to be... Nope, not near the front.
You will be going
13th.
13th. Wow.
Yeah, I mean...
A little work to do. For 35 laps, though, I think you can make it work.
Oh, yeah, I'll be in first place by lap 5.
Well, we do have 40 drivers ready to rock and roll with us. Kevin Champagne, Antonio Mancini, others ready to go. James Bomar went top of the board. Alexander Balderas. Do you worry about the field that we have at hand? Do you have to change up your adjustments?
This is a very weak field, honestly, compared to most NR nights. Like, we have no... Where's Ramos? Like, he's not here.
Oh, I don't think he realized that we were streaming, because remember, there was no announcement.
Yeah, Dino's ain't here, but we still got some heavy hitters. We got River Page, we got James Thurston, we got...
This night is weird, but very grateful for everyone that tuned in, because it was not possible that we were going to be streaming tonight. Just want to make that very clear for everyone.
Yeah, it all came together in like 5.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I was like, okay, yes, it is very much possible to stream tonight ahead of the World Stock Car Festival that I'll be going to this weekend. What did you think of the racing? Did you watch Daytona? I'm guessing you did.
The Coke 0400?
Yeah.
It was the race of the decade, honestly. Even though Joey
really
got
good.
wrecked out with 9 to go, he had nowhere to go there. Austin Cindric was a bad push, and McDowell just flew over his bumper. So
Really?
unfortunate. Joey dominated that race. Another Super Speedway race that Joey dominates and he gets wrecked out. It's just my luck, right?
Hey. Well, you never... I mean, it's still a... The Wood Brothers went to victory lane. You're a Ford fan.
Yeah, that was
You
awesome.
have to
I was
appreciate
rooting
that. No
for
matter
Harrison,
who wrecked, it does not matter.
You know, rarely do NASCAR races get me on my feet. I was on my feet for that finish. That was thrilling, let me tell you.
It was really cool.
The last time I was on my feet for a NASCAR race was
I was
the
in my
2022
hotel room.
Martinsville race.
I was in my hotel room watching that, and oh my goodness.
Yeah, good for Harrison. Even though he's probably shouldn't have a playoff spot, I'm happy
I don't
for that
even
team.
care. I'm not seeing it as, oh, he took a playoff spot away from someone. I'm seeing it as that is a cool win in the Wood Brothers 1-100. That's how I see it. If
Well,
he's
he's
out
gonna
of the
take away
round of
from-
16, he's out of the round of 16.
He's gonna take away from Ross Chastain and Bubba Wallace. So I got no
Honestly,
problem
it's
with that.
still a very historic win. I would love to have Ross in the playoffs, but that is
I
still
wouldn't.
huge for the sport.
I'd rather have Harrison Burton. Guaranteed round of 16 exit. Easier path for Joey to get the round of 12. I wish Austin Dillon was still in it. Even easier path.
Well, you like that because you're a Joey Logano fan.
Yeah, I mean, get the back markers in there, and you know, easier for Joey Logano to advance to the playoffs. You know.
Well, that's an interesting paint scheme by Vincent Gucci. And then number 26, he's lined up. Let's see who you're around by
I got,
chance. Oh, 17.
Yeah, I fell a little bit, but I don't know, I'm telling you, I will be in first place by lap. All right, I'll say 10. Because
Everyone
lap
write it
10,
down,
I'll be
lap
in first
10,
place.
Frank Orley. Pending cautions, 10 green flag laps or just 10 laps?
10 laps, I'll be in first.
All right, well, let's see if Bean can live up to it. Good luck.
Thanks, buddy.
That's Frank Orley. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to go green as we line up and ready to get it all started just one more time. 35 laps of this featured event. This is round number 2 of the night. Let's go ahead and say those magical words. God speed drivers. You are go for throttle up. A full hour of streaming has been put into the books, and we're ready to go racing for the second time on this Tuesday night edition of NR Night in America, the last stream of August. Ford, Toyota, Chevy, Ford, row number 2. Time to roll. We've seen this track do great things and not so great things at the same time. You just never know what you're going to get. Bomar, Balderas, Beck, and Thurston will line us up as we get ready to go green. Pace car will make the hard left onto pit road, as we'll have 35 laps of racing from iRacing Super Speedway. Welcome to round 2 of 4 on this Tuesday night edition as we light the fuse at the famed Coca-Cola Speedway. Already 3 wide, make it 3, maybe 4 rows deep to the center. Tandem drafting, Balderas to the lead. Quickly watch how high the speeds will be made up. This is James Bomar. This is Riker Byram. 247. 248 down to turn 3. The top 2 is quickly pulled away from the pack. Alexander Balderas will lead lap 1. River Page now laying Sanders into 4th. Eladom Contreras sitting in 5th. You can see the cars bottoming out. All the G-forces just shoving them back into the well over 35 degrees of banking. It's way over that, more like 40. One almost say 45 degrees of banking. So that's the name of the track. It's progressive banking around the surface. The inside lane is not as banked as the outside. Balderas leads that lap. River Page in 2nd. Oh, Barbagallo doesn't save it. Wrecking down into turns 1 and 2, the caution will wave. Aiden Walker. Elijah Mance. Oh, Patrick Cornell will get through it, but Herbert Solomon and others will not. Caution flies for the first time And you're looking at easily 9-10 machines involved in the incident. Let's watch back and see what was the root cause. There's Dominic Barbagallo. Oh, 5 wide. Thurston came up into Lane Sanders. And you see Barb trying to save it, and ultimately was not able to. Yeah, he pounded the outside wall pretty hard. There's the damage to the 9. Josh Kenyon, Herbert Solomon nowhere to go. And then they just could not break. Chase Kroll, I think, got through it without any issues. Let's watch back on the replay. The Ohio-born driver was well behind that smoke-filled action. He just saw, oh no, he did get into someone. He got in the 71. So left front damage to the 23, who's sitting in the 24th position. Pit road, it's wide open. Eladom Contreras will come on in. Frank Corley, Matthew White, Landon Gentry will all work their way onto pit road with 31 laps to go. A perfect opportunity to hear what some of our drivers have to say. Lane Sanders, John Ramos, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're involved in the incident, but it wasn't actually part of your fault. James Thurston came up into you. Is that what you saw?
We shouldn't have been 5 wide. What were we on? Lap 3. We should have been 5 wide. I got swarmed. I couldn't even tell you. We're just in it was a bad deal.
No, it was a bad deal for sure. I mean, it looked like there was just nowhere to go, and Barbagallo having to get into you. Will you be able to get it fixed?
Oh, it's fixed. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's just, man, this is, of all the cars, this is about the twitchiest car. And you know, I'm the lone controller stickler. It is bad. Darlington was miserable for me. And now we got this. Yeah, new plan. We're going to stay in the back, out of the way.
That is for sure the plan that you're going for.
Oh yeah. One could call me a man of a lot of plans. I can't wait for Xfinity Vegas, Xfinity Cars.
Well, we're excited to see what happens next. I mean, only one caution in the books, but I'm looking at guys well outside the top 25, and oh well, they're damaged. Let's just go ahead and say that. And for you, we'll see what is next as we'll get the 30 to go. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
That's Lane Sanders. We'll continue to chat here, and you know what? Let's go talk to Patrick Connell. Patrick, so John, you got a copy?
I got a copy.
Oh, wow, you seem surprised that you got an interview. You were running way in the back before the time of caution. Is that the strategy you're going to be sticking with?
It was, yeah. I mean, this is my first time racing here, but I've seen many streams, and I know that there's always a nice big old wreck here on the first few laps, and I didn't want any part of that, so I just thought I'd stick to the back here and try my best.
You see some of these guys still coming down pit road, others getting ready to fire off on the restart. At some point, you will have to make your way to the front. The idea of running in the back and winning a race that was very 2021, when will you make that charge forward?
You know, when we see that window open, you know, I won't try to, you know, make a Superman move here. You know, I'll definitely give it my best here. I got Josh Kenyon rooting for me. I got Marty rooting for me. You know, we'll try and get some good.
I gotta ask this, you were at the Milwaukee Mile for what could be, for the foreseeable future, the final truck race there. What is the thoughts leaving that track?
It was I mean, I'll be honest with you, the truck race wasn't that exciting, but the fan experience was awesome. I mean, it's just like my first race at Road America. Wasn't the most exciting race to watch, but the fan experience was awesome. And I got to meet the Jonathan Ramos, yes, that's right, the IDK player in the booth with my good friend Marty Shamil and Brad Shamil, Marty Shamil Motorsports. Great time.
Well, It was awesome to meet you guys, and glad you guys are back racing here on this Tuesday night. We're going to let you go because it's time to go back green. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
And that was Patrick Connell. We'll get ready to line him back up. Pace car makes the hard left onto pit road. Joey back. Frank Orley. Set to take on about 10 laps to get to the race lead. He's just about a spun or two there. Matthew Baker all over the back end of the 24. Morley, lane 2, lane 3, race lead for the driver of the 22. Kevin Champagne in second. Closes to the back end. Champagne, new race leader. Landon Gentry, 33, welcome back. Up front, dicing it out, 2 wide, 3 wide. Matthew White there at 9th. You see them all going back around him. Look at the closing rate. 253.54 miles per hour for Riker Byram. I'm wondering why Josh Canyon's car was turned to junk. The speeds that they're having to feel. Nothing like you'll see at Daytona. 27 to go. Valderas to the lead. James Bomar in third, now to the outside. Valderas, Horley, back Bomar. You still have Kevin Champagne looking, peeking, wondering. You see how much James Thurston has been pushing. Just look at the nose of the Mustang. Whoa, Joey back. Goes for a slide and into the inside wall. Spin, back half. Lane Sanders, he saves it. Still Joey back sideways. I don't know if they're going to call a caution for it, but let's see what happened with the Joey back 24. He should have had a hard impact to the inside wall. Getting pushed by River Page, and there he went. Kept it off the inside wall, then they were able to keep it forward. Nothing hurting the racing product. Now there's a big drag down into turn 2, and the caution will wave. That will reset the field. '07, Dean Brummett, Will Byers. They have all had a piece of it. Let's see what happened. I think James Beaumont just got bumper hooked, and it's starting to be a consistent look. A consistent situation. There's Riker Byron. Watch back again. I think he just gets into Bomar here. Oh, right rear bumper hook. I don't think he even saw it coming. So the caution is out for the second time with 24 laps to go. We'll start dialing up some drivers and hear what they have to say about certain situations. Dean Brum and John Ramos, you got a copy.
Got a copy, buddy. What you say?
Unfortunately, you're involved in that incident, but I think it's for sure salvageable. What do you think?
I don't know yet. We'll get down the pits here and see what we can figure out on damage. It hit a ton, man. I mean, it came off 2, and all of a sudden I was turned to the left, so I don't know if I came down on whoever was below me or if they came up or what, but it turned. It felt like a dump truck in the low rear of this car.
So for what we saw, it's a right rear bumper hook and just a ever so slight of attack to the back end, and well, they went off the racetrack. These situations, they're tough here at iRacing Super Speedway. 5 wide, 6 wide, starting to see a lot of that. How are you able to take that in as a driver versus Daytona, Talladega? You only have to deal with about 3 or 4 lanes.
Well, you know, the fun part about iRacing Super Speedway is you don't take it too seriously, I don't think. I mean, you obviously want to win, but being a fantasy track, you don't take it too seriously. But, John, I got to tell you, buddy, like between Darlington and this car with the high horsepower and little blade, I don't care how many complaints everybody else had about the package. It's as fun as it could be, dude. I would do it again right now.
Heck, you see what I'm talking about? You see what and I mentioned this earlier. Now you're getting me fired up because I said there's the younger drivers on iRacing that came post-pandemic, post-NR 2022. They're like, oh, the tire wear, it's too much for me. I can't take it. Versus everyone else that came in here with the car tomorrow, right? That raced the Gen 6 when it had actually a big blade, the 2014 package, and the 2018 package that said, hey, that was amazing, let's do it again.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you what, like, that was so much fun. I swear to you, if you told me right now we were running the Southern 500 tomorrow for an e-ticket with that car, that package, I'd run it. I don't care if I was 20 laps down. I don't care if I was having to drive it down to the inside wall off of turn 2 every lap. Blast. Had a blast, dude.
So we've actually done a Southern 500 with that car and that entire combo. So it is something that we are considering bringing back for the future. Keep that in mind.
I think that'd be a blast. Let me tell you, dude, like, I've been around iRacing for a long time. I've been around like 12, 13 years, something like that. And the most fun I ever had was in the Gen 6 car, whether it was the first iteration with the Chevy SS or the second iteration with the Camaro. That car was the most fun thing to drive on the service, hands down, forever.
And then they moved it to the 550.
And then they moved it to the 550, but it was still fun to go to like Bristol or Darlington, some of the smaller tracks where they had the high horsepower. Dover. I mean, that car was just, it was perfect. Which, I mean, here's the thing, dude. I was happy to drive whatever I could drive. I don't get as much time for it anymore, so I'm just happy to be behind the wheel, buddy.
Heck yeah, we're glad to have you. Now, we got to know, what's the diagnosis?
19 whopping seconds. So I plan to be an 8th by the time we get back around to this flag.
That's what I'm talking about right there. That's Dean Brumman, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to see the one to go. Lined up, lights off. And you see on the left side of your screen that there are drivers with underlining issues. So far, the racing has been on the interesting side as we'll have another shot to go at it. This is iRacing Super Speedway. You're watching NR Night in America. Ford outside, Toyota bottom. Joey back. Quick to arrive. 21 laps to go from Coca-Cola. and Gentry. Top side moving. Matthew White, Chad Thurnquist. Balderas, River Page. Page trying to sneak through. Here comes Chase Kroll on the outside. Herbert Solomon, Lane Sanders slamming into each other. Balderas up the track, and there goes River Page. Caution is out again. Contreras, you saw Marty get through. Robert Solomon with some heavy nose damage. River Page. Oh, and there's Chase Kroll. Contreras. Saw the damage on his machine. Let's watch back. Watch River Page right here. I want to say it's a racing incident, but River Page has been shoving drivers a certain way. Let's watch here again. He did not get a tap from Kroll. No, that may be on Chad Thurnquist. Bad block by Thurnquist and took him for a loop. That's exactly what it was. Chase Kroll, a lot of damage to his machine. Watch once more. Now you can see Chad go down the track from there and continue to rack up to the 45 degrees of anchor. So the caution is out once again. Here's Frank Corley, who sits second. We do have a third race coming up. Do want to point that out. Once again, 300 likes, we will get a fifth race on the night. We'll have 18 laps to go this time by. Pit road is wide open once again. Let's continue to challenge drivers. We may be able to hit almost everybody in the Discord with how many cautions we have been having. Josh Kenyon. Chad Thurnquist will be given an L1 penalty for that block. And how are you doing as we get ready to possibly see another restart?
We're doing good up here. I was involved in that first yellow, so I'm kind of just having it from the eagle view right now. But it's going good so far. It's a great race, and these runs are crazy, so it's going to be very interesting at the end here.
The reaction time is obviously having to be dialed to 11, but it's causing a lot of incidents. At some point, do you think it calms down?
I don't know. I think everybody wants to lead here and be on the inside line, because when they wreck, they just dart straight back up, and we saw it the last time we were here. So, you know, I think everybody's just going to be really aggressive. And honestly, if they keep doing that, they will not have much of a field left. But I think everybody's kind of got the message now that they need to calm it down a little bit, and I think the race will be good.
Well, it's going to be exciting to see what comes out from here. You got names up front that you definitely know. Which one stands out to you?
Right now, you know what? I'm thinking, I think Frank's got this. I think Frank Corl's got it.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun to go ahead and watch out for. Good luck for the rest of the night.
Thank you.
That's Josh Kenyon. Continue to speak to more drivers as the night moves on, and our night in America, feeling victories all year long. Been watching, waiting, wondering. You saw and heard from the Josh camp, heard from the Lane Sanders camp as well. You know what? Let's go hear what Marty Shamela has to say. Marty, it's to John. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, John.
Woo! Man, she yelled right into that microphone. How are you doing? Oh, now we can't hear him. Yeah.
All right, wait.
There, that's a good level right there. You gotta stay right at it. All right, couple cautions here. You got your buddy to go ahead and get an interview. How about it? How you feeling?
Yeah, we're feeling good. I mean, early on, Thornquist was on the apron. I almost got wrecked by him, but we had a good save, and we're right back up here in the top 10. So we'll see what we can do here. We got Patrick Monell right pretty much over inside here, so hopefully we can make something happen.
We'll have 16 laps to go when we get back around. Do you see this going caution-free? Do you think something gets wild? What are some of the things you're looking at?
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to get some more cautions here. I mean, it's always how it is with the Gen 6 iRacing Super Speedway. Always, in my time in NR doing this combo, it's always been overtime, and I've been up front usually in those overtimes, and I've messed up somehow. So I got a good notebook on what to do in overtime now. So hopefully we can just survive and make it. But if it goes green and we stay in it, I'd rather have that than overtime. So we'll see what our MC Motorsports number 0 Chevrolet can do.
Okay, Patrick's going to be a lot of fun to watch. He's there in 6. He's never won a race in NR Night in America. Does that change tonight?
I mean, he's definitely nervous right now. So hopefully,
oh boy,
after meeting you in Milwaukee, hopefully we can pick up a good night for MC Motorsports here.
That's what I'm talking about. Good luck.
Thank you.
Back to the restart zone. Here from iRacing Super Speedway. The herd has been thinned out, and now 16 laps remain. Orley, White, Thurston, Vincent Gucci, Bomar, Cornell, Drummond and Lively. You see them slicing, dicing, trying to get something to go the right way. Orley topside with Vincent Gucci. You saw Vincent peek out of line. Didn't make the move, tried it on that end of the speedway. 15 to go. Orley to the lead. Gucci in second. Drummond in third, Bomar in fourth. And Dean said it wasn't going to take long for him to get to the front. I would say it's pretty clear that he was not wrong. Gucci will give way to the Drummond 07. Dean does not take it 3 wide. He sticks with Orley. 14 to go. James Bomar driving the 20. You see him peeking on all ends, trying to find a different way around. Gucci look bottom, Bomar looks bottom. Tries something on the other end of the speedway. Dean Brummett. Help from the 4, that's James Thurston. Loses momentum. Thurston nearly turned him. That allows James Bomar to hold on to the race lead. Orley to the bottom. Balderas on the outside. Checking, looking. Throttle again, bottom of the racetrack. trying to not allow the James Bomar machine through, and here comes Frank Corley to cover. One lane gets the advantage, the other gets dragged back, finding the airflow, finding the pocket. What makes the difference between a good super speedway racer and a great one? Balderas, top end with Brunnen, will race back to the stripe. Sticks on the board, 11 to go. Brunnen, top end, Thurston. Lays on the Ford. It's been a Ford type of night. As the Blue Ovals go back 1, 2, 3. Ten to go. Nearly 10,000 RPM. Whoa, trouble! James Thurston blows an engine. And will drop under 200 miles per hour. I would say he's still going pretty quick with an engine just expiring. But now you gotta wonder what is taking it too far. What's the limit? You see throttle's not backing up. He's wanting to get some airflow on the nose. This will allow Vincent Gucci to close in. Will make up time on the outside. Marty Shamela, the driver of the 0. Gucci, Horley, Marty, grabs one, wants the second. Vincent Gucci, new race leader in the 26. Eight to go. Matthew C. White up the racetrack. Everyone else back single file on the bottom. 40 drivers entered this race. You see the top 10. You see the speed difference. Kozlov to the outside in the 99. Seven to go. A lot of these drivers wanted to go green all the way through. But will they have the luxury of getting to the finish? Corley up top. Lined over Balderas. Now to the bottom with Vincent Gucci. Balderas, Horley. You see Vincent still trying to fly on that bottom, but I know what they saw with James Thurston is making him very hesitant on what goes and what stays. Gucci on the inside. Bomar, 10-mile-per-hour difference. Jumps to the wayside, but doesn't find help. Now he does in the 4-2. This is Kozlov. 240. This is Vincent Gucci. jumping to the outside to take the race lead. Four to go will be this time by. The drivers remaining in the pack from what once was a 40-car field. That's Group 1. The ones going for the win. Here's Group 2. Single file, hoping for something to break out. Dean Brutman involved in an earlier incident. And they got the car fixed pretty quickly. Got back on the racetrack and said, I'm going right to the lead, no waiting. He has cracked the top spot at one point. But now all just sit and wait, wondering what could be next. Gucci's got two. Connell, no laps led just yet, same with Lively. Kozlov with 0. Brummet took the lead but didn't lead to the line. Frank Corley's got 7 of the 33. James Bomar with 2. Two to go. And this is big news right here because once they take the white, all bets are off. The race will be official. What's gonna give? Connell, Switzer to the wayside, trying to pick up the Fords. Connell in third. Tried jamming on the nose, now he does of Dean Brummet. Three wide, middle of the field. Let the fireworks begin. Salamanca, 1 to go for Coca-Cola. Vincent Gucci, race leader. Balderas in second. He's got to make something wide, got to make something work here. Throttle looks top. Still no run. Watch Horley with Connell. Connell can shove the 22, but it may come down between the top 3. Final time through 3 and 4. Vincent Gucci. Balderas looking for a move. Vincent Gucci wins at iRacing Super Speedway. They all wrecked behind the race leaders. Matthew White was one of them. There's James Bomar. You saw him for just a split second. 2 races in a row, and man, it was fun. I just don't think Connell was able to push Horley the way Horley was expecting him to. And it will give Vincent Gucci that elusive win. Big win in the late summer night. And our night in America, feeling victories all year long. watch back on the replay in just a moment. Fun way to have the race end. And for Vincent Gucci, it will be a win. Gucci, so John, you got a copy. Heck of a race, heck of a finish. What did you see from your perspective?
I saw Throttle's car in my rearview mirror, and I really thought he was going to make a move, so I kept trying to lay back to it, and it just kind of worked out in a good way, and he couldn't get the run to pass me, which is really, really weird considering everyone was getting runs the whole race.
Wow. It's kind of wild how everything just stalled out. I mean, what were the temps like?
If you were behind someone for about a straightaway, they'd get up to like 270. I noticed if you locked bumpers, but other than that, the second you stepped out, the car cooled down. So it wasn't anything weird.
Well, I'm surprised he didn't get away around you. I'm surprised Brummett and them back there didn't generate any type of run. I mean, the heat is not as high as some may have expected. The sun was definitely dipping behind the grandstands towards the end of the race, but this was a situation it came down to. And made the move to the bottom. Were you looking for a last-ditch effort?
I don't really know. I was just trying to push Bean for as long as I could and get far out in front so I could steal it from him, because I think it'd be really funny considering he leads all these super speedway races. And then my temps got too hot, so I just went to the top. Hopefully go back to like 10th and get a huge run, get to the front. And then the top lane formed behind me all of a sudden, and I got to the lead and held it, and I don't really know how it all happened. It just kind of did.
Wow. Well, it was a situation. This was right in front of the leaders where we saw the spin, and I was curious who did what, why, and how. Oh, Joey Beck on his own. He may be suspended for a race or two with that one.
Yeah, but that was a fun race. This combo's awesome, and I finally did it in the IDK player car. I've been running it for about a year now, every time we go to iRacing Super Speedway, and I finally got it. So the IDK player car finally got to victory lane.
Yeah, that was huge. This car's been around since, I think, October of 2020. And you can tell it's the old logo. It's the old colors. What do you want to say to these viewers back at home that stuck around and came out and just a late notice for a stream?
Thanks for sticking around. This was my third win with 3 different manufacturers. I would like to mention that. I've completed the manufacturer trifecta. That's about it.
Well, we're heading to Las Vegas. I got to ask you this one. This is the cool part. You're going Xfinity Series racing. Do you grab another win, or is this a race that may be out of your wheel well?
No, I'm pretty off and on with Xfinity cars. Xfinity cars are really, really short tracks like Richmond, Martinsville, Bristol. I'm really good at. But Xfinity cars at the bigger tracks, I kind of tend to fall away on the longer runs. But we'll see. Vegas was one of my good races in the Great League of Iora, so we'll have to see.
Wow. Well, it's going to be a lot of fun to see how it all goes down. It's just a 40-lap race, nothing crazy. What do you think of the racing so far tonight?
I think it's been pretty awesome. A lot of high-risk moves that have actually worked out. And it's been pretty interesting to watch and be in the driver's seat to see some of them happen. I think it's been a pretty good night. Both races so far have been really good.
Oh, heck yeah. We're getting ready to go to the next race. Congratulations on the win. I love the fact that you raced that scheme. And why, I gotta ask, why did you race that scheme?
So the tracks I know I have a chance to win at, I'd like to try and go in paint schemes that I think would be really funny to win.
You know what? That's the best answer. Yeah.
And someone, I forget who it was, someone told me that you should run like one of the old IDK player cars.
Session is up, by the way.
And I looked at it, and I was like, oh, I'm going to run this scheme. And I've been running it off and on every time we've ever done iRacing Super Speedway. And I think I've been close every single time, and I finally got it.
Well, we're glad that you were able to go ahead and win in that car. I don't think that car's ever gotten an NR win or anything really close to, like even the 07. I don't think that's even gotten an iRacing win. So, hey, first for everything. You get to win in a car that was commissioned all the way back in 2020. You can tell because it doesn't even have the spec map on it, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's pretty nice though. It has a,
It is.
The colors he used for it is like interesting.
Yeah,
They're nice.
so for the ones that are wondering why those dots are there, is supposed to be decibels. So what the idea was to have decibels going up, because since I stream, I obviously speak a lot. And the idea was to see what the decibels would look like, and I thought it came out pretty good. Personally, I thought it was pretty cool. So, we're getting ready to go to the next race. Vince Iguchi, thank you so much for racing tonight. It was a fun race 1, 2, as we head to now race number 3. Fantastic outing, and we'll get ready for the third one in line. Here we go. This is Las Vegas. This is round number 3. And for Vince Iguchi, he will get his first win of the night. Let's go talk to the driver that finished oh so close, but wasn't able to get a run. Alexander Balderas, the bridesmaid at Coca-Cola.
Call me Tyler Reddick, John, the way I just finished second.
Nah, I don't think I can't disrespect Tyler Reddick like that. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay. Let's not get into. You know, had Vinny not cleared himself in Darlington, I feel like I could have done a little bit better. I was gaining some speed there, but that race was a ton of fun. That I think you cooked with that. That is the best ISS combo there is.
It is. Some people say Xfinity is easier. I don't think so. I think
Xfinity is
it's a
not
pain.
good at all. It's a pain. Well, because if you people don't remember that if you lift, it'll be okay. If you don't lift, you will get loose, spin, and wreck the field. So this, if you blip, you have a bit of an advantage over a tire run because it does start to get tight with everyone drifting up the track. But if you do like a little blip right before you enter, you just get glued back to the bottom. But you know, Vinny and I were beefing the last race, and I pushed him to the win this time. The IDK player car won.
Heck yeah.
I think that's a big W. But yeah, this race was a ton of fun. This is awesome.
It was. I was really excited about it. I want to mention this. Sagari, the first super chat of the night, saying, yo, John, how was your time calling the truck race? Seems cool to call a first-time winner. Yes, it was. It was very exciting. Also glad to see you getting these gigs. Yeah, I love these gigs. They're a lot of fun. It's great to go back to Milwaukee. Technically my second truck race at Milwaukee. The first one is actually behind me now. That was the super truck race. Unfortunate that Milwaukee will not be on the 2025 schedule. And who knows what it would be for the foreseeable future. But the big situation is the fact that these gigs continue to come week in and week out. I'm very blessed and thankful for it. I don't even know the last time I had a weekend off. No, actually, I did have a weekend off. What am I saying? Last weekend got rained out.
Yeah.
Last weekend got rained out. It was unbelievable.
Like, all right, guys, we're coming back.
Yeah, and then this weekend was a triple header weekend. So a lot of things were going on. It was honestly very exciting, very grateful, very thankful for it all. I'm really excited to see what's next on the horizon.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. But I honestly think this is a pretty good combo. We should see it in the future.
Well, the Gen 6 has always been really, really good with us. You know,
it's the best plate car in the service.
It really
Minus
is.
the next gen, it's the best plate car in the service.
And we'll get ready to lock and load just one more time. Joey Beck, from what we're hearing, will be out of Las Vegas, determined possibly to come back for the super late model. He spun out in front of the field on the last lap,
God.
and it was
no.
clearly deliberate. So we obviously have that as a big no-no. And obviously it was just past the start-finish line, but we don't want people to just barrel in for no reason, you know.
So that's
there is a quality assurance to enter Night in America, and that is one of them. Balderas, I'm going to be honest with you. This is not your best track.
No, well, okay. I like the Xfinity car a lot. I don't know if Vegas is a super stellar track for me, but I think the combo is going to be fun. I think it's going to be a good race. I'm really down for it. Usually these races don't go bad. Is that a night or day race?
It is going to be a late afternoon. I think we're going to go late afternoon the rest of the night.
Late afternoon, then into night. Okay, that's going to be. It's going to cool off. So
it's going to cool off a lot. So it's kind of going to be exactly what it was like for what we just had.
Yeah,
if you think about it, it's going to be. If I'm not mistaken, it's going to be like how it was for. I want to say Darlington, but Darlington, the tires went away. So I can't say Darlington. But it's going to be somewhat the same area.
the tire fall off isn't that much at Vegas. It's a high-speed track, so a lot of wear on the right sides, but you can still kind of keep the pace, a little more spread out, but not as car control heavy as Darlington. It's still going to seem like more consistency based than just keeping the thing underneath you. So, but I think it's a great time. I love Vegas. I think, Frank's been saying that the Xfinity car is one of the best intermediate training circuits. Yes, the next gen, the next gen, but some places you just can't beat Xfinity.
Well, I think Las Vegas is actually one of those, so we're going to see how that goes. Good luck for the rest of the night.
You too, Jim.
Zachary Truhl hanging out with us tonight. Zach, how's it going?
Good, John. How you doing, man?
I'm doing fine as wine as we roll into the third race. Just 40 laps. Have you joined this one? Are you joining this one?
Yes, I am. I'm hoping I qualify my way in. I haven't driven this car here in forever, but happy to be sticking around.
Oh, heck yeah. We got actually a good amount of drivers in the field for there not being any promotion for this night. Very late opportunity to come in. I think every race is filled out in just a matter of seconds. So that's really good news that the driver count has been high. And as you guys know, we're opening it up. There will be no iRating limit for the fall season of NR Night in America. So if you have iRacing, come on in. And what that does is it builds development leading into winter and obviously the spring where things really get wild. What's your favorite car track combo with us, Truhl?
It's a tough one. I mean, I know I like the IndyCar a lot, but I like Gen-6 on super speedways is fun, so I was a little bummed I didn't get home from work in time to do the last one. But I'm also, I think it's also fun too when we try something different like super formulas, IMSA cars, all that kind of stuff.
Well, hey, we're loving the fact that we continue to do new things as well. That's what this year really was about. I mean, what do we have? Multi-class races, IndyCar, an IndyCar e-ticket.
Oh, that was great. That was such a fun event.
Is that your favorite one we've had?
I think so, for me personally, but I really enjoyed NWP a lot too. That was a lot of fun. And the Alabama 500, that was my first one, so that'll always be special to me too. Really, anytime you get an opportunity at an e-ticket, it's great.
Heck yeah. Well, we're getting ready to lock and load less than 2 minutes before we get back at it. Josh Kenyon onto the racing surface. He sits 15th. Jackson buys. He's on the racing surface finishing or looking to qualify in the 14th spot. You're going to be around 24th, 25th. That's a lot of work that has to be done to work through this field.
Yeah. Well, I'm on a pretty good lap here. We'll see how this goes. And not much quicker. Let's see. 17th.
Okay. And 17th isn't bad.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't run this car here in forever, so I don't think that's too bad, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, anything can happen, and as long as I keep it out of trouble, I'm feeling pretty good about it.
And only time will tell what is next. Good luck from here on out.
Thanks, John.
That's Zachary Truhl locking it down. Let's continue to talk to guys. Andres, how are you doing?
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you.
Well, we're hanging out with Varez. You're 36. I don't think we've ever had an interview with you in NR. Maybe we have. Maybe it was one.
It was once after that wreck. Yeah.
Well, we are here. You've been racing around with us a little bit, but you're more towards the back half of the field. What is it like racing back there compared to racing up front?
I would say it's very difficult. Like, you always need to be ready for that wreck. So yeah, like you really need to be careful with all those back markers. Like, I'm a back marker myself, so yeah. That's what is my normally, since I'm not fast in qualified, the best option right here is to just survive and get always a good finish in the end.
Heck yeah. Well, we'll have 40 laps to see what you can do. What is considered a good finish to you?
I would say, I mean, I got a top 15 on Darlington. I just straight up kept not been involved in too many wrecks, although I was too many times in the wall. But I was able to get a top 15. My best one, I would say, maybe was a 10th place in one Daytona race, but I don't remember. Yeah.
Well, we'll get ready to try this one here. I see a great finish in your horizon. I'm going to be honest. I see it coming.
Hopefully. But the best thing right here is just to straight up get this Doritos car in the finish line without any type of scraps. That's my goal so far.
Heck, yeah. Well, Godspeed. Let's see what you can do.
Thank you.
That was Andres Perez. William Schmidt is on pole with us. Let's go see what Schmidt has to say as he gets ready to lead us to green. Schmidt, so John, how are you?
I'm doing fine, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, knowing that you got a shot at winning this race. Starting up front, 40 laps, the third race of the night. Did you just get off of work?
No, I just got back from just kind of hanging out with my family for a bit. We were watching a movie downstairs. But
what movie?
Yeah, we were watching one of the Paul Blart ones.
Mall
I can't
Cop?
remember which. Yeah, Mall Cop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was goofy. It was on, and I just kind of decided to hop in there and join in with them.
That's pretty sweet.
But yeah, so here I am for my first race of the night.
Well, let's see if we can go for 1,000 here. We were not supposed to stream tonight. When did you know we were streaming?
Probably about whenever you made the announcement, I guess. I don't remember what time.
So around the 5 o'clock
specifically.
hour.
Yeah, it was about when you posted the link to the stream being up.
Heck yeah, well, we're glad to have this stream going. We're glad to have you here. We're going green this time by, so good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
That's William Schmidt, everyone's favorite closer. Hanging out with us out west in Las Vegas as we get ready to battle the desert, battle the heat, and someone, I guarantee you, will roll the dice to find victory lane. Pace car will make the hard left on the pit road, where Michael Mitchum and William Schmidt will lead us down for 40 laps in the featured event. Round 3 of 4, that's guaranteed tonight. Let's roll the dice and light the fuse from Las Vegas, Nevada. Mitchum staying ahead of the curve. Let you know, Schmidt's going to be tough to find a way around. William Schmidt leads lap 1. Mitchum inside. New race leader. Watch Schmidt, he's going to pull the crossover. And it's going to work on that end of the speedway. Schmidt to the bottom of the racetrack. Won't find the top spot. It's Michael Mitchum leading back to 1. Soyabov. New driver to NASCAR Night in America, sitting at 6. Soyabov Sayani. Sayani, should I say. Soyabov Sayani. Love that name. Love the hard, challenging names, because when you say them, they're so unique and they're going to stick in your head. It's almost like saying Shane Van Gisbergen. You know, everyone knows how to say it now. But when he first arrived on the scene, it was a little tough for some. Here comes Schmidt. William Schmidt to the inside, Riker Byram the third. Michael Mitchum thought about squeezing, wasn't able to do it on that end of the speedway. .36 to go. at Byron, P3. Look at Byron looking at the bottom of the racetrack. Trying to make something work, trying to make something sneak. Schmidt again inside of William Schmidt. Oh, check that. Schmidt this time inside of Michael Mitchum. But Mikey's able to use lane 2 as an advantage. .34 to go. I love that Riker Bond is racing up front. I mean, he's just had it made. In the 3rd position. Vincent Gucci, Sean Pena, Aiden Walker. And there's James Thurston, who sits in 6th. .34 laps to go. Check it now. 33 to go for Las Vegas. Schmidt's got the advantage. Almost made it work. The drivers love racing in Las Vegas, including the daytime. This track is so unique. You can use multiple grooves when it does come around. But right now, with there not being a lot of rubber laid down on the racetrack, it's going to be a little bit tough making passes work in the medium runs, and then once the long run comes, that's when it's just going to be spring season, open season. James Bomar, 3 wide look, but wasn't able to find a way around Josh Kenyon. Thurston and Walker. All fighting for positions. .30 laps remaining. 10 in the books. That will be this time by, and Schmidt just still can't find a way around Michael Mitchum. This is the best advantage he has had all night. Drifts up the track. Mitchum able to lock it in, and there heads Toyota. Back to 3 and 4, you can see Mitchum. He wanted to squeeze. I don't think it was going to work there. Schmidt the second, Mitchum the lead, 29 to go. I see a little conversation going on there in the chat, so might as well mention we have done Wild West before. That was with the trucks. Whoa! Schmidt back end to Mitchum. I think he's tired of him having to wait. Here's Frank Horley. This is Horley's best racetrack that is a non-super speedway. He'll let you know too. He loves this racetrack. He's seen races nearly go caution-free here. And actually at one point in Las Vegas, we did have a caution-free race. 100 laps, and it was won by that of James Gibson. Fight for the spot. Schmidt on the bottom. Mitchum on the outside. Michael Mitchum nose out in front, 27 left. He's just able to storm around the outside. He's so consistent. Very agile. Byron in 3rd, Thurston in 4th, Gucci in 5th, Walker in 6th. Worley, Pena. Sidey. Back to the 9th position. I just wonder what Schmidt's able to do. Another shot to the back end. And this is the racing action you love to see. This is what makes NR Night NR Night. Top two guys going at it. Long green flag runs are already nearing the halfway point. And you just know they're not going to give in. Mitchum has kept his car out in front, but William Schmidt is tired of seeing him in front of him. Lunge to the bottom. This has actually allowed Riker Byron to stay within the vicinity of the top two machines. Mitchum, race leader once again, 24 to go. Mitchum outside. He's got it. It's going to be tough to defend, but while that goes on, Frank Horley, Aiden Walker, battle for fifth. James Thurston, Riker Byram, nose to tail. Vince Iguchi, Sean Pena, then James Bomar back in ninth. It's interesting because when you're in this position, you're not top five, you're not top three. The difference between finishing ninth and finishing third are completely opposites, but they are so packed together that he could see the battle for the lead at different points of the speedway. And it's not like a little dot way out in the distance. It's a clear representation of where the top two are on the racing surface. Mitchum top shelf. Schmidt runs the bottom of the racetrack. Almost got into him. Mitchum clears. The thing about Schmidt is you just can't get him down off turn 4. That's the weakness right now out of the Williams-Schmidt machine. Battles back half. Byram really losing the rear. Mitchum covers again. One blowing off to the inside. Lays on him. Smoke came out of the right rear, but the 38 will hold on to the lead. 19 to go. One car up near the fence. Back marker, we stay green. Orley there in fifth. Schmidt there to the bottom. Don't look now, but James Thurston has found his way into the third position. Mitchum inside. No, Mitchum outside. Schmidt inside. 16 laps to go. And this is going to be the fight all the way back. No doubt about it. Looking, peeking. Schmidt inside. Mitchum goes the block. Pumps the brakes in front of the Chevrolet. And there's lap traffic dead in front of him. Tormentis. 14 to go. William Schmidt grabs the race lead after 15, maybe even 20 laps of fighting. Now can Mitchum get it back, and can James Thurston close in on Schmidt? With the laps fading away. Chevy, Toyota, Ford there in third. And you see Schmidt trying to run the top side of the racetrack. He's going to take back the lead. Continue to switch lanes on each other. James Thurston is there. $11 to go. Thurston P3. One spinning. Gathers it up. Right in front of Riker Byram. And that was the 21. Thurston in third, Horley in fourth, Penny in fifth. Now everyone has worked their way to the high side of the track, with William Schmidt leading the way. Mitchum, middle groove. Horley inside of Thurston. 7 to go. I think he's got a big enough lead, a big enough advantage that it's going to be tough for Mitchum to close in. But what about this move for Frank Horley? To come back from the 8th position and now fight for 3rd. Looking for a caution-free race, a caution-free finish from Las Vegas. Seven to go. Mitchum under 3/10. Now, the only thing is, he really went at it with William Schmidt. Mitchum, Horley, Thurston. Horley to the inside. Mitchum closing in. It's all that wait and see. Just look at the rubber that's been laid on the racetrack from the bottom of the racetrack to the top. Frank Horley has never won an NR9 in America race on anything but a super speedway. William Schmidt had to fight the good fight. Around the outside. That was a Mitchum. But what did it do to the tire wear? Race 1 was electric. Race 2 had you holding your breath. Race 3, it looks to be a mix of both. 3 to go. Horley into 2nd. He's got the inside rolling. He's to the quarter panel of Schmidt. No, he's not. Two to go. They're looking. I just don't think, unless Schmidt gets off that outside lane, has a big slip up. Now Horley's gonna have a shot at winning this race, but you just never know. He's made up the most time out of any driver, and now we'll have 1 lap to settle it. Santa Monica, 1 to go for Vegas. A caution-free race. Has the top 3 well within a second of each other. Chevy, Ford, Toyota. Horley in 2nd. Last ditch effort to 3 and 4. Gets into Schmidt. Moves him up the track. Frank Horley's move is going to get him to victory lane. Horley wins in Vegas. Wow. Mitchum 2nd, Schmidt in 3rd. Bump, run, and see ya. Rolls the dice and gets the win. Oh, and Schmidt clearly upset with the 22. And I think rightfully so. I mean, him and Mitchum raced so hard together, and Horley came in and just gave him a huge run to the back end. NR Night in America, fueling victories all year long. Horley wins in Vegas. Big time win. And we get to go talk to your race winner. After how that all just unfolded. Wow. Bump and run, you see it right here. And it actually got Schmidt up into the outside wall. I think that's what Schmidt is more not happy with. Let's go here. What Horley has to say, and then we'll pick up William Schmidt to hear what Schmidt has to say after the move. Frank the Tank, welcome to Victory Lane.
I don't regret a thing.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Really? Okay.
100 times over. Yep.
So what happened there? That everyone else has their own opinion. I want to hear yours, and what happened?
I had better tires. I told you, you don't understand how bad I want to win a non-super speedway race. I'm sorry that William Schmidt was the victim. He hasn't done anything to me. He probably didn't deserve that. And if he pays me back, I totally understand it because that was dirty. But I would do it over 100 times again.
Well, okay. So it came down to tires. Obviously, him and Mitchum were battling tooth and nail to get into that position. But for you, you got to kind of go through the field as well. But I didn't see too much of a struggle doing so.
Yeah, I said I was going to save tires because I knew this was going to go green the whole way. You don't throw yellows in race 3. So.
That is a wild statement. But I mean, it's kind of true. This is a huge rack. We didn't see a huge rack.
Yeah, I saved them, and I passed Thurston, I passed Mitchum, and I hate to win it that way, but I don't regret it. Like, I would like to win it the right way, if you would, but I feel like I'm looking back at it now.
Mubik's got a nice little message for you.
Yeah, he's probably not happy with me, but I don't regret it.
You went, and I quote, "Boo, dirty bean."
I'm sorry. I know Schmidt's probably listening to this. I'm sorry, man. I have nothing against you. You haven't done nothing to me, but I really wanted that win. You've won plenty of times before, and if you pay me back, I totally understand it, and I deserve it.
Well, what happened. I mean, it did result in you getting a win. But at the end of the day, it was interesting how you did. So let's hear from William Schmidt while you're here. Schmidt, so John, welcome to the chat. What'd you see?
I got ran through. I don't know what else could have been seen there, but I mean, it's racing for the win. It's frustrating, but you know, I understand why he made that move.
Oh, I mean, the good thing is at least you guys are somewhat agreeing to disagree and understanding. But I love the fact that we went caution-free. I want to talk to you as well, not just from Bean's standpoint, but from yours. You fought Mitchum tooth and nail, and you did it with just inches apart. How cool was that?
Yeah, that was honestly one of the most fun battles I've ever had on iRacing. Mitchum's a really good driver, so I knew he wasn't going to, you know, do anything too egregious and keep everything within the realm of reasonability. So that was a lot of fun. And I'm honestly surprised my tires held up as well as they did after that fight. And honestly, I feel like I very easily could have beat Bean if he just made an honest attempt at making the corner. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Wow.
You would have beat me if I made an honest attempt at making the corner. I'm sorry. I really wanted to win. And
I mean, I get it. I mean, it's obviously frustrating. Like, I can be frustrated and still get it.
I would probably be losing my mind if someone did that to me. So I understand. I'm sorry that you were the victim, and I understand if you pay me back because I deserve it.
Yeah, I mean, I do think there is a bit of a difference between like an honest bump and run, which is like an honest attempt at making the corner, just giving the guy a little nudge, but that was just like a full-on sail it in there with like almost no regard. So that's why I'm kind of frustrated. It feels like a little bump and run, a little like just
would Bean have made the corner? Would he have made the corner? I'm not sure.
Well,
I'm not sure.
I did let off before I hit him. I'm watching the speedometer. Like I didn't like full throttle him. But yeah, I did overdrive it. Like you can clearly see me dropping in speed before I hit him.
We do have the next race up. It is 50 laps. We want to point that out as the session is up, but you guys can continue.
Yeah, I knew I wasn't gonna win it. I was intending to. I won't say no. I just drove it in deep and I conveniently hit him. I did. I wanted to hit him, and I didn't expect to hit him that hard. I guess I didn't want to completely bump him like that, but it's just how the cookie crumbles, man. Imagine if 40 was behind you. Like, if 40 was behind him, that move would be... 40 would make it look a lot worse.
He wouldn't have won. He would have just sailed it straight off into the corner. He would have broken right front and everything.
But why are you comparing yourself to Truther?
Because he's crazy, man. He's like a nut. But I feel terrible. I do. But I told you in the interview earlier how bad I wanted to win this race and how bad I wanted to prove that I'm not a super speedway merchant. And you never know when that opportunity is going to come again, so I had to take it right there.
Well, we'll head to another race. I'm glad you guys are very respectful about it. You know, being able to hear both sides. The chat obviously has their opinion on it too, but nonetheless,
I can only imagine what
all
they're
three
saying.
of you honestly had a great race. So there was a point during the race where I'm like, there's no point in speaking. I mean, it's so clear what's going on between Mitchum and Schmidt. It was just like, let the sights and sounds tell the story. I mean, it was insane how you guys were just able to let it play out, and we didn't have a wreck for the race lead at all.
You wouldn't have that type of racing if it were any other car. The Xfinity car is the best car when it comes to these intermediate speedway tracks, and
so we
I
gotta do
absolutely
more.
love it. Yes, please. Like, these things are so much fun.
Well, we are looking forward to doing that in the future. South Boston Speedway. Getting ready to, getting a funny message from Mavic. South Boston Speedway up next. Do you like South Boston? Do you like the super late models there? What's some opinions on it?
Don't have the super late models, never driven them. I'm sure Schmidt probably knows a lot more than me.
Schmitty?
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly a lot easier to loop the car than at most other places, so, I mean, I would probably expect it, admittedly, probably not the cleanest race, but, I mean, regardless if we get a rhythm going and we get people who know what they're doing up at the front, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, heck, yeah. We're heading to the fourth race, ladies and gentlemen. Want to say thank you guys for coming on in and racing. It was an awesome, fun race to the finish. That was Schmidt. That was Bean. We'll drag them back. And let's actually go ahead and bring in Michael Mitchum, who finished just inside the top three. Mitchum, what did you see from that last race?
I mean, it was a good race. I raced Schmidt a lot, and I was honestly expecting an awesome race. I didn't think we would and I was proved wrong.
You were racing him really hard, but it was cool because, I mean, obviously the level was split to, like, the bar was split. Everyone was going to race hard for the race lead between you and Schmidt. It was going to be a problem if you got into each other. And I don't think you really got into each other at all.
It was a clean race. Me and Schmidt,
We're very excited to see that. You're heading to South Boston. You don't have a win on the night just yet. And I'm saying just yet because we all know Sobo can get really, really interesting.
Yeah, I tend to do decent in the super late model races we do. I have yet to get a winner.
Well, I'll say this. Top 28 qualify. You get to be the first driver to understand that. Top 28 qualify. Everyone else will go home. Good luck.
Thank you.
That is Michael Mitchum. And we'll get ready to go at race number 4, what could be the final race of the night. NR9 in America, fueling victories all year long. 28 drivers out of everyone that has come on in. Jackson Byes, Barbagallo, Antonio Mancini, and Braden Movic. Get ready to go green. Barbagallo in the number 71. Blake Rowe, TK Racing, Jag Series All-Star Store livery. Blake Rowe, currently the championship leader of that series. Jacob Brown, Heath Rutherford, Dominic Barbagallo, They are confirming 28 drivers will take the green flag, just 28. And currently looking at it, we have about 36 drivers that could make something work. Here's the Dawson Sutton 26, driven by Jackson Buys. Rodriguez. Braden Moffitt going second. Schmidt on the clock. Connor Zola. Next one to set down a time. Eric W. gifting a membership. Zach TM4. Zachary Truel. Matt Mingo. Truel, Landon Gentry. There's Braden Moffitt going back out with 50 seconds left. I believe we actually had everyone go ahead and qualify. 37 seconds left on the clock. Thurston, Meadows, Truel, Brown, Mitchum, Rutherford, Barbagallo, Mingo, Schmidt, Page, Benton, all lined in, and we will have the opportunity to go green flag racing. The final seconds of qualifying as we get ready to rock and roll. Time to go green. "28 drivers will line up as we get ready to go green." Welcome to South Boston as we'll have 50 laps of action. let's go ahead and say those magical words as we get ready to go green next time. By God, speed, drivers, you are go for throttle up. Braden Movick on the outside. Hayden Walker on the bottom. Walker, short track specialist out of East Tennessee. We'll get ready to line them up as we get ready to find out who's got what it takes to win at South Boston. One of the more well-loved short tracks in at our night in America. Chevrolets litter the front row as it's been a Ford type of night. Let's light the fuse from South Boston, Virginia. Movick leads lap one. Hayden Walker has been inching to try to make a move. Not able to do so. Meadows there with Thurston. No exchange. Trouble. Rack up in front of the leaders. The caution will wave. Would be Nathan E. Johnson. Part of the wreck down the backstretch. The question is, how did it happen? Caution not thrown for it. And it started with Carson Brown, 81, going around and clogging up the backstretch. Bryce Benton, there's the damage to left front, all bent in. Pit road is wide open for it. Meadows, Jacob Brown, Michael Mitchum. Jair Rodriguez already out. Braden Movick, one of the drivers with significant left front damage. You see it there. And I don't think he is too happy with the Nathan Johnson 3. Matter of fact, I don't think Braden Movick was happy at all about it. Crowd not happy about it either, and I think Nathan Johnson's going to show his displeasure. Wow. Caution waves with 44 laps to go in the race. And I think they're going to have to take care of this one. Yeah, there's something about super late model racing. You know, you have a caution-free race, and you go to a super late model race for the next one, it usually doesn't go the way you expect. So we'll have the opportunity to try it again as the pace car will make the hard left onto pit road. .42 laps remaining. Mitchum through Brown. Shamela on the inside of the 00. it, 40 to go. Oh, Barbagallo spun it into the outside wall. Gets it collected and fired in the right direction.
The thing about South Boston, it's such a small racetrack.
One incident, you have to be sure that it's race impacting. We've already seen tonight what race impacting could be. .38 laps to go. To the inside, Jacob Brown on the outside. Almost lifted the rear tires. .36 to go. Lap traffic ahead of the Dodge. It's been a little while since we've seen a Dodge go to victory lane outside of just the Gen 4s. Ford, no surprise here. I think Ford may sweep the night. Ford won Darlington, Ford won iRacing Superspeedway, won Las Vegas, and a Ford has actually never swept the night in NR Night in America. This could be the first time. Michael Mitchell running a lower line than that 9. 33 to go. You'll see it's a little bit stronger off exit. Nice grab to the center. Mitchum inside. Meadows on the outside. Cody Meadows has never won a race in NR Night in America. The closest he's ever been. Doesn't fully fall back to second. Now he does. How about Nye? Drives it on the outside. .30 to go. Mitchum into Meadows. Page into Meadows. One spinning on the front stretch, and River Page gets collected. The caution will wave. Connor Downey. Cause of the incident. Let's see what happens. That's one way to not be back. Connor Downey has been L5. And River Page's chances of winning have gone out the door. So lights on, back on top of the pace car. Mitchum, Meadows, Brown, Walker, Shamela, Mancini, Bridgman, Barbagallo, Kenyon, Mingo, Truel. I believe those are the drivers what would be left on the lead lap as we approach the halfway point. A Ford Fusion. It's lined up. There's been 3 Mustangs actually going to victory lane. Frank Orley, Vincent Gucci, and the Kevin Champagne 94. But with the laps starting to inch away, we will see the one to go. So Mitchum on the bottom. Meadows will be on the outside. So we'll line up for a restart. Ford and Dodge, Chevy and Chevy. 24 laps to go from Sobo. One spinning, back half of the field. Meadows in the Dodge, with Brown in the Chevrolet. Mitchum ahead. And Cody Meadows closed the gap. Holds it in front. Shamela. Mancini. Some all the way down to the apron. Mancini sideways, 3 wide. Everyone looks for a way around. Cody Meadows still has Jacob Brown on the back end, which allows Michael Mitchum to pull away. To go. All right, Meadows got through. Can Cody Meadows pick up his first win in NR night? Super late models, South Boston. You can see putting the power down is becoming such a struggle. Trying to navigate it, trying to make it work through the middle of the corner. 19 left. Hot traffic. Oh, Meadows into the 11. That was all on his own. Good fall to the clutches. Goes around into the outside wall with Aiden Walker. Caution will wave. Not enough space. Let's watch back. You saw him get loose. Runs up the racetrack. Look at where his hands are. And it turned all the way. But by the time he tried to veer it back to the right, he gets into Brown, and then Walker goes up into the outside wall. Watch once more. And just drives down the track. So the caution is out once again. As some drivers go around. 14 will be 13 laps to go. Some getting back on the lead lap. For Jacob Brown, it's a shot at his first possible win in NR Night in America. See the restart. 13 to go this time, will be 12. Round top side, Mitchum to the bottom by Shamela. Second and third. To go. Shamela buys wheel to wheel. That's for third. Brown not able to get to Mitchum as the Ford sweep looks even brighter. 11 to go. Michael Mitchum. Great move out in front. Josh Kenyon. At the 27, you saw Zachary Trull go for a spin. Stop, top end of the racetrack. We'll put it on pit road. 9 to go. That's a big move. He knew he couldn't get back across in time. Eight to go. There's Mancini. There's Buys. A lot of daylight in between from Buys and Mancini. They'll fight it out for third. Another Dodge in the view. But it's all Ford. Half a second out in front of Jacob Brown. 6 to go for Michael Mitchum. 4 races being completed tonight. On track for 4 different winners. Kevin Champagne lit him up. That was at Darlington. Vince Iguchi made you hold your breath. While Frank Horley, well, depending on what side of the equation you are, either made you get up off your seat or get really angry. Michael Mitchum has the idea to drive to survive. 4 racetracks, 4 different layouts, 4 different sizes, and in 3 laps it looks to be all Ford. Mancini to third, Thurston to 6, battling back with a wounded race car. 2 to go. Chevy in second, Dodge in third. 32 cars entered, 28 took the green flag, and most of them went home on a record. Salamanca, 1 to go from South Boston. But as the night has loomed for NR Night in America, we will see something we have never seen before. A Ford sweep in 2024. Michael Mitchum victorious from South Boston. Thurston in 6. And they jumped the final cars. Michael Mitchum on top. And that's how they will call NR Night in America, feeling victories all year long. 38 in victory lane, and we will not get a race 5. But you know what? We weren't even supposed to get a race 1 today. So I'm very grateful for everyone that has tuned in, whether you're a driver, whether you're a viewer, whether you're everyone just hanging out, having a good time. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, including with this late opportunity to go green flag racing. I'm John Ramos, the voice of NR. I hope to have you all tuning in on Racing America Track TV this weekend for the World Stock Car Festival at Winchester Speedway. I'll be live on air for both days, and it's going to be exciting. So without further ado, we say goodnight to all, and hope you guys have a great rest of your week. As fall has loomed, NR Night in America stays true to the great racing. Good night, everyone, and we'll see you all very, very soon.